viewers, we're breaking some very important stories and visuals on your screens right now. This video that is on your screens, Russia claims that these are archival footages of irrefutable evidence that the US military had trained the soldiers of the Ukraine's Aidar Battalion. And now Aidar Battalion, in fact, is an organization whose activities are banned in the Russian Federation as well. Amita, my colleague, also joins us on the broadcast. Amita, now Russia claiming that this is an irrefutable video that the US military had been involved, and the US military in fact had trained all these troops in Ukraine as well, claiming that there is a direct involvement of the US that likes to play the big brother when it comes to geopolitical situations of Ukraine as well.
No, absolutely, Priyanka, because we have seen how both of the countries, especially Russia and the West, they have been trading barbs at each other, even when it comes to the Ukrainian President Zelensky, who has denied Russia's accusation that Ukraine is preparing to fight back with chemical or biological weapons. And he said that this accusation itself was a bad sign, that no chemical weapon or any other weapons of mass destruction were developed in Ukraine. And the country's president himself has warned Russia that the use of biological weapons against this country will invite the most severe sanctions. And this is being said by the United States too. This is coming after Russia has accused the United States of funding research into the development of biological weapons in Ukraine. So this is how the situation that has been developing, Priyanka, since the last 3 weeks, as this is the third week of the ongoing assault that is being witnessed in all of Ukraine. And we know that there is the US Congress that has also passed a lot of bills and a lot of money that has also been going, around $14 billion in humanitarian and military aid to war-torn Ukraine, as the third week of the invasion that continues. And what is being said through satellite images also that can be seen, how the Russian troops seems to be edging closer to the capital Kiev, and the Ukrainian capital that has now been transformed into a virtual fortress. And the Ukrainian president, who has been accusing Kremlin time and again of targeting the humanitarian corridors that actually was set by Moscow themselves, and the civilians who have been badly hit because of the non-stop airstrikes and shelling and overnight strikes that have been taking place, especially at the civilian and the residential areas.
The Polish capital of Warsaw has become a major transfer point for Ukrainian refugees fleeing the Russian invasion. Yesterday, the central train station became a hub for people awaiting transport further west. While some were able to take a train out, others were there for longer, stuck in a state of limbo. The Towar Sports Center was adapted as a shelter to receive refugees. At the station and the sports center, volunteers moved about, distributing food and helping people to get donated clothing. According to Dorota Zautska, a psychologist at the refugee center, there is fear among everyone. Children are scared, they don't want to play, and their mothers have such empty eyes. Meanwhile, the United Nations has estimated that more than 2 million people have fled Ukraine since the Russian invasion began 2 weeks ago. Agency report for Republic TV.